to be bringing you coverage of the National Football. On EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And a little floater there is incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Stafford. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And a reception made by Green. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
Normally, you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. To the air again, Stafford.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
James Conner
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cardinals are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he returns this to the 22. L.A. readies for its next possession.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and 2. Stafford. Flush to his right. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Throwing again is Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Stafford again. caught. Left side, Hopkins. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Flushed out right. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 1st down, Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing again, Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Murray now. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds there to make the grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Peters able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but
under pressure, and they got to him again. Isaiah Simmons in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Stafford. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
So first thing crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Stafford looks to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not...
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So we have reached... And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Off we go from SoFi Stadium. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And incomplete to open things up.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. The fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, he fakes a spike. Looking for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Murray off play action. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green, 28 yards. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return is Brandon Powell. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some. The 30. 10. Touchdown, LA. Cam Akers, 72 yards. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Green here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Open man Green, he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A.J. Green with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This time the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. J.J. Watt able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now it's Stafford. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Here's more on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Stafford. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 1, it's 13-6. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Stafford now to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though. When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
This time, the extra point up and good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And you want to talk about active hands. These guys, these defensive backs, these linebackers. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Murray now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Murray again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ertz over the middle. Touchdown. Zach Ertz. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They'll get this one to Kupp. Complete. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 40 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's in for 2. The fake works, and they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got to tie a ball game. Instead, they fake it, And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're taking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. And caught, right side, Green. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. Touchdown, Rams! Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gay is on for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So we've reached halftime in a... Hey, Charles, can you give me water? Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Stafford. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to throw, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak by.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Murray. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Connor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Throw left side complete. That's Green. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner punching it in from a yard away. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Flushed out right. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now Stafford, and a little floater there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions, a whole lot.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. To fake it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Murray trying again after the pick six. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And the reception made by Green. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. 37 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that will put them on top here in the third. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Taking it right down Broadway. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown LA. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Yeah, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner able to take this in from a yard out. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And look at this, another fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. First down, Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead.
Well, this is really simple. Let's just say it. This quarterback is on fire. Touchdown after touchdown throwing the football. What a day for him.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Stafford on first down. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is the National Football League.
Bradley Pinion set to go. Boy, no shortage of intrigue in this one. And the Bucs and the Chiefs are underway from Kansas City. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the first play of the game.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, CD, you get these two teams together, and you get them each at full strength, and you know you're going to see some passing. We expect to see the ball in the air a lot as this game goes on.
Yeah, they were number 1 and number 2 in the NFL in passing yards last.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
All quarterbacks are better when they have clean pockets to throw from, but you give one to Tom Brady, he'll decimate a defense. A really nice job there by his offensive line, giving him the protection to survey the field and make a nice, accurate throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now for these Bucs, Charles, 31-9. They were winners the last time these two teams met back in February. And what kind of chances do you give them of going back-to-back? You know, it hasn't been done since the Super Bowls in 2004 and 2005.
Well, when you analyze this team, you start with the front office. It's the same GM. The head coach and his staff essentially the same. They brought back all 22 starters from last year's Super Bowl championship team. And, oh, yeah, there was a certain Mr. Brady who won both of those titles in 2004-2005. That's a starting quarterback there. He's back as the quarterback here. I like their chances.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down?
But how about this, a fake? And this is caught, but he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. The 40. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 43 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
When you think back, Charles, a year ago to Super Bowl 55. Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Burton taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, Charles, there's something that the Chiefs did not do at all in Super Bowl 55, and that's find the end zone, but they're in for 6 here.
Yeah, they could only come up with 3 field goals in that game. A huge surprise to just about everybody out there. But in this one, on the board early compared to the last time they played against this team.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And he finds Gronk. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
But, Charles, you think about these two teams, and think about how long it's been since we've had the same two teams play in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. You have to go back to the Cowboys and Bills almost 30 years ago in the 90s. That's the only time that it's happened in the Super Bowl era. So I'm curious, what kind of chances do you see of us having a Kansas City-Tampa Bay Super Bowl in L.A. come February?
Well, you just pointed out how difficult it is for one team to get back to the Super Bowl, let alone the same two teams to play against each other. So the odds are against them, but when we tell either one of these teams they can't get back there, we think they're 2 of the best in the league. It shouldn't surprise us if it happens, but it is going against historical precedent. But remember last year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they won the Super Bowl in their own stadium. The only time that's happened in Super Bowl history, too.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
What Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 45 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double-dog dare him to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the face.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After one, it's 13-6. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep. Don't
do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case. When this Bucs offense is humming, this is what they're good at. Those short to intermediate passes. They get the ball out quickly in rhythm, and it's a tough offense to slow down when they're playing well.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's brought down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. And this Bucs defense, you remember, pretty stout last year. The number 6 overall unit in the NFL.
And I think that as the season wore on, and you pointed this out to me as well, you start to see some of their rookies begin to figure things out. And they played a little more like a top 2 or 3 defense down the stretch. And I would say that in the playoffs and through the Super Bowl, they were truly the best defense in the NFL.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Brady now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the...
And got his man complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 8. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down on the scoreboard second quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force feed.
There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head?
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. So we've reached halftime in a while. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
No, I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now, here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on second and long. Brady And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Fournette trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Giovanni Bernard punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Suck up for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Brady will look to throw for it. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Mahomes to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
It's a slant to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these 2 have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but in today's NFL, I wouldn't want to play defense. Too many great receivers and guys who are accurate who can get them the ball. We've seen the result, days like this one.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So out come the Bucs now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the fourth. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone now to Goodwin. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Brady now on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski with his second touchdown up. The afternoon, and the Bucs have taken the lead here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Brady's going to look to throw, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by a field goal, 2:13 remaining. They're out of timeouts. Now they will have the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the